What's up? It's Hemdog again. We're gonna talk about the Black Dahlia murder, but first we're gonna open this thing. We're gonna see what's inside. It's not much, is it? But it's something. It's something all the same. Would you look at that? It's a bit of autopsy. Just a wee bit of autopsy. Where's the fucking record? Wow, 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 wow. Pretty cool. Anyway, that's the special announcement for the day. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about a touchy subject. Touchy subject because they are a hit or miss. But I love them. Thing about the Black Dahlia murder is people consider them to be not death metal. People think that they are metalcore or deathcore. And I think a lot of that has to do with the era that they came out. And perhaps the first two albums had a tiniest hint of it. But not enough, in my opinion, that you would say that the whole catalog or whole vibe of the band is core. Because to me, they've always just been melodic death metal. Especially when it comes to the riffs, blast beats, and the lyrics. What they're talking about, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm just going to show a couple of my things, I guess. This is the first thing I ever bought of them. Ritual Digipack. One of my favorite albums. Every time October hits, I have to listen to Black Dahlia Murder Ritual, which I believe came out in 2011. Just a sick album. One of my favorites. Songs that I really, really like. Conspiring with the Damned, Carbonized and Cruciform, Den of the Pickwarist, Grave Robber's Work, and Blood in the Ink. Those are my favorites off of this. But every single one's good. The ones I don't not like them, but the ones that I like the least, Moonlight Equilibrium, On Stirring Seas of Salted Blood, The Raven, and Great Burning Nullifier. Could live without them, but they're okay. They're okay. That's the first thing I ever bought from them. And then I happen to have the LP as well. And it's just a nice yellow, I believe, goldeny yellowy. I don't want to make this video take forever, but it's cool. Great record. Great record. It sounds very polished, so if you're into that raw shit, you're not going to hear it there. It's very polished, which, you know, not a bad thing. And then, I don't know, I can't remember in what order everything came out. So that, I believe, is that's their fifth album. Their fourth album would be Deflorate. Came out right before Nocturnal. Deflorate is a great album. It's probably their most technically death metal sounding. Like, it sounds like tech death, some songs. For example, Black Valor, That Witchy Road's the Most Tender of Things, Christ Deformed, Death Panorama. They're all kind of all over the place, but they're good songs. This is the first album that they put out when I can't pronounce his name, John Kay, when he left. And I believe the song Denounced Disgrace is about him. He is no longer one of the immortals, as they call themselves on every single record. It'll say somewhere, the immortals, and then it'll say who they are. But this little thing also comes with, we're going places we've never been before, which is a DVD of them just on tour in like Scandinavia, cool places like that. They go to Russia, Eastern Europe, cool places. It's a great album, cool ass artwork. Black Valor, I think, might be their best song that they ever wrote. But I Will Return and Necropolis are fucking classics. Like, they have to play those every time they play live. Those songs are killer. So I'm going out of order. That was Ritual, which was album number 5. Deflorate was album number 4, I believe. And where is number 3? Number 3 is probably their most famous, Nocturnal, which is their first album with the drummer, what's his fucking name? Anyway, he's very good. Shannon Lucas. Part of why people, I think, say that they're deathcore, is honestly the song "What a Horrible Night to Have a Curse." Is that it's just that sound, that rhythm. It's very core, just the snare, because it's like you listen to Suicide Silence. What's that song? Unanswered. It just with that chugging guitar really does it. But this is a great fucking album. Black Dahlia Murder, Nocturnal. Same guy that did this album cover. He did that Swedish band, Dark Funeral. He did their first album. But anyway, classics on this, of course, everyone knows What a Horrible Night to Have a Curse. I can take it or leave it. I've heard it too many times. My favorites are Everything Went Black, Virally Yours, and Climactic Degradation. And I really love Nocturnal, the song Nocturnal, but I hate the fucking effect they put on the chorus. I hate it. I hate that shit. Great album. But what I will say, the best version of that song, Nocturnal, is on this, which is like it was a live stream, and I recorded my screen and sent it to all my friends and all that shit, like pirated, I guess. But my wife bought me this. But filmed live on Friday, December 18th, 2020. So the best version of that song, Nocturnal, is on this. Pretty cool shit. Alright, so that was number 3. Let's go to number 2. Number 2 for me and you. Miasma, however you pronounce that shit. I haven't opened this yet, so I'm not going to right now, but looked over. The album cover sucks. It's like Detroit or something. Gay. This shit sucks. Horrible album cover. Decent songs, though. Classics, of course, Statutory Ape, which is, that's like one of their primo songs, but I can take it or leave it. A Vulgar Picture is my favorite on this. The title track, Miasma, is awesome. Spite Suicide, Miscarriage, and Flies. When it comes to the Black Dahlia Murder, I don't think you can for me, I don't skip a single song, and I enjoy the vibe the whole time. But that's number 2. Once again, this is more core sounding, but I think it's just because of the era, not because of the music itself. I don't know. I'll always consider them to be death metal, no matter what. Melodic death metal for sure. But then their first album, On Hollowed, I don't know why I have 2 of these. I think my stupid ass thought they were going to be different colors, and I think they're both clear with a little bit of red. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you get him dog drinking some beer, he gonna buy some shit that he thinks he don't have, but he turns out he has it. Get in there. Good thing I have two of them because I'm going to break this motherfucker. But, they're good. Classic songs. My favorite song on this album is Elder Misanthropy. It's fucking sick. Funeral Thirst is awesome. When the Last Grave is Emptied is my second favorite, and I think Thy Horror Cosmic is my third. But they have a couple songs that were on their demos or EPs that came out before this: Closed Casket Requiem and The Blackest Incarnation. But for me, I just love When the Last Grave is Emptied, and I love Elder Misanthropy. Contagion is a good song too. It's very fast. But they rock. They fucking rock, dude. Alright, so we went in reverse. We started at 5 and went back to 1. So let's just be a little goofball and jump over to 6, which would be Everblack. And I didn't do no research or write nothing down. I'm just kind of going from memory here. But this was the first album that the drummer Alan Cassidy was on. And Shannon Lucas was so good, I was very worried. But he fucking killed this shit, son. He killed this shit. This was a very raw album. Very raw. Honestly, this might be peak Black Dahlia Murder. The songs, I mean, almost all of them are good. Instead of telling you the ones I love, I'll tell you the ones I could live without. Not that they're bad, but I could live without Graped in Hatred by Vines of Thorn, and I can live without Control and Blood Mine. And Hell is Where She Waits for me is fucking Kino, bruh. The lyrics are awesome. Goat of Departure is sick. Into the Everblack is sick. Like, they just really went off on this. So anyway, this album had come out. Recommend it. If you don't like the Black Dahlia Murder, I would listen to Everblack. It's a very good album. Like, seriously, it's really good. Anyway, that album had come out, and then they came out with, I believe, shortly after that, they came out with Fool 'Em All, which is like a DVD. I lost my 3D glasses, but Fool 'Em All, I guess the whole vibe of it is them. They played Warped Tour for the first time ever. And I think they're like the first death metal band to ever play Warped Tour. And the whole thing was to, well, now, this is the opposite of what J-Dog would say, or once. They were trying to get young people into death metal, which J-Dog says the opposite. He wants less people liking death metal, but he's a fucking retard, and so are these guys. So I don't really care. This is a fun little hang, man. It's a cool little documentary. But they did a documentary previous called Majesty, and I Do Not Own It, which is how I really got to really like the band. They were just cool, man, cool guys. And I was a little pothead, and they were old potheads, so, you know, look up to them and all that shit. But after that album came my fucking Abysmal. Got the CD and I got the record here. Pretty good. Not as good as the one before it, but I really like it. Can't see much, man. I'm recording on my phone. You know, it's fucking looks stupid. But I remember hearing the song Receipt. It's like what came out as a single. And I was like, oh, that's stupid. But I listened to it a bunch. I like it. The songs I like the most are Vlad, Son of the Dragon, Threat Level Number 3, The Fog, Stygiophobic. Those are my favorites. This is a downer, like depressing lyrics. You know, they always have they have like one suicide song per album, and I think this one has a couple, and it's like I don't know, pretty chuddy, you know what I'm saying? But record. The artwork is awesome. You know what I mean? Don't know what the record looks like. It's been a minute since I gooned on it. Pretty cool. I fuck with it. They're a good band. So after Abysmal, then, I believe, if I'm not missing anything, I believe Nightbringers, which was the same guy that made the album cover for Nocturnal, which is the same guy that made the album cover for the Swedish band that I brought up earlier. I like this album. It has a lot of words. Every song it's very heavy in the word category. Songs I like the most: Widowmaker, Nightbringers. Nightbringers is a super awesome anti-God Christian song. Catacomb Hecatomb is good. Matriarch is really good too. Sick album, sick cover. Like I said, you can't see it because of the light and all that. I fuck with it. But I think that's all I have of their shitski. But I will say, if you like them or don't like them, Trevor, who is the vocalist who offed himself, he was totally into spreading metal. So I have a couple things of stuff that I found out via them, the band, which you guys might like, might not like. I don't care. But I discovered Skeleton Witch through them because they're same vibe, same era, kind of. They're really good. I like Skeleton Witch a lot. I don't have their best stuff. Breathing the Fire might be their best stuff, but I really like Serpents Unleashed. Very good stuff. They're from Athens, Ohio. Spent a lot of time in there. I also discovered this album from the band Cyst. Pretty cool death metal. Cool artwork. I listened to this years and years ago, and then I saw it on Hell's Headbangers. I was like, oh, I should buy that. And then I also discovered 1349 from Trevor, because he had like a little column. He would when this album came out, Massive Cauldron of Chaos, he like wrote about it or whatever. So I listened to it, and that was pretty good. And then I have the Infernal Pathway, which is better than I thought it was gonna be. Got all this shit from Hell's. Call me a poser if you want, but the first Carcass album I ever listened to was Surgical Steel, because I guess it was like a comeback album, and Trevor had posted something about it. But then I went back and listened to all the other Carcass shit. I'm not a huge Carcass fan, to be honest with you. I like their later stuff. I don't like the gore grind shit. But hey, it is what it is, dog. Different strokes for different folks. Anyway, that's the Black Dahlia murder. They fucking suck. Fuck you.